Hi guys, welcome to another beer review. It's coming up towards the end of May, and as I'm recording this of course, and it's getting so nasty and muggy and warm outside. It's that time of the year again folks where I whinge and moan in 90% of my reviews about how horribly warm it is. So today we're going over to the Czech Republic, and we are looking at what I suspect is a Pilsner, perhaps. So this is the Argus 11 Premium Original, clocking in at 4.8%. Who is this brewed by? I cannot tell. But yeah, from České pivo GGA beer. I'm sure that's a code for something, but I'm sure people more well versed in the world of European macro lagers will be able to give me a better idea of just who exactly has brewed this. And picked this up in Lidl. Not sure if it's a regular thing, but Lidl was doing a little bit of a specialty beer week. Picked up a couple of beers, some British ones. And I went there today because it's been like a week since they released them there, and I thought if they don't have any, fair enough. And they had a few of them, so I picked them up, and this was one of them. So this could be a beer that someone like Harry or Dean may have reviewed. Maybe even someone like Jonathan at Northern Southern Beer Reviews. If anybody I know personally has reviewed this beer, then of course their links are down below, so you can go check them out. So yeah, fairly standard looking artwork for a beer of this sort, but it does look nice. It's bold. I like the varying styles of typography on there. Got a nice sort of golden yellow foil thing around the neck, and then the cap is just a standard golden cap. So this could be a beer that might be rarely hitting the box, or ticking the box, not hitting the box. Hitting the right place, maybe. So we shall see. I mean, I'm not expecting to be blown away by it or anything like that, but you know, I'm hoping that it's a drinkable little beer. Using my new Augustiner glass. Picked this up from the Augustiner Braustubel, I think it's called, the little tavern eatery that they have attached to the brewery. Beautiful looking brewery. It's a shame I couldn't have gone inside. I would have loved to have had a look at the machinery and that sort of thing. But yeah, went there, had one of the best Bavarian meals that I've had ever, and Augustiner fresh on tap is just, it's worth going all the way to Munich just for that, and it's $2.50 a pint straight from the wooden casks. But anyway, I already did a little video on that, so you might have seen that. If not, links are down below. And we're not here to talk about Augustiner, we're here to talk about this beer. So as you can see, a lovely sort of dark golden colour, straw-like in appearance, lovely amounts of carbonation. Those bubbles going up to the top of that glass really, really nicely. Beautiful clarity to it. To me, it's more along the lines of maybe a Hellas sort of lager in appearance, as opposed to a paler Pilsner, but I'm not too sure. It could just be a weak lager. So yeah, I haven't done any research on this beer, because I wanted to go into this one blind because it intrigued me. And beer poured with, well, I poured it about 3 fingers worth of a bubbly head. I'm sure I'd get a job at Pilsner or Kell pouring a beer like that. Let's see what it smells like. And it's got that sort of like damp hop aroma that you expect, like damp hop, damp hay, a little bit straw. It's got that real muskiness to it. Got like a syrupy aroma as well. Have they used corn syrup in this? No, I don't think so. Yeah, the ingredients. That's a new one to me. I'm not sure what that is. Hopfener Zeugnisse. Is that like another word for hop extract, I'm not too sure. But yeah, on the aroma, you get these nice, slight sweet tones in there. But then it mixes with that muskiness, which could put some people off, but it's not an offensive aroma. It's not, you know, screaming out of the glass or anything like that. But yeah, grainy as well. Almost has that sort of like a porridge aroma to it. But now it's smelling again like a faint apple sort of aroma as well. Surprisingly, there's quite a few things going on with this one. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Straight away, there's something that I would call an off taste to it, but not an offensive taste to it. It's got this sort of like fermented, musky, sweet flavour to it. Could be something along the lines of corn syrup, but I'm sure they'd have to put that in the ingredients list if they do it. But it starts off like a little bit syrupy, but then gets a bit grainy and a little bit bitty, if you will. Yeah, it's got that slight, like, buttery sweetness to it. But I've never had too many beers where you get that butter flavour because of defects in the brewing process, so I won't be able to attribute it to that. But it's got this sort of like grainy, strawy, sweet, but bitter flavour to it. And that bitterness comes up quite a lot on the back end as well. Yeah, that's not what I was expecting at all, and I can't tell if I'm like not liking it that much, or yeah, I don't know what to think about this beer, to be honest. Yeah, it's that butterscotch like nuttiness in there. Then you get that like a very subtle biscuity, cakey tone. Yeah, there's just something about this beer that I can't put my finger on that just doesn't seem right to me. Like the flavours and the way they blend in with each other, it seems a bit of a mess. But I'm not too sure if this is what the beer tastes like or if it could be a dodgy bottle. It's not skunked or anything like that. You're not getting any sort of sensation of like, well, is this gone off? Has this gone bad? I mean, best before date is 24th of the 11th, 2017. But yeah, it's got this sort of like foaminess to it. It's like you just... And it's not just coming from that head, but you know, you drink like a really boring lager and you've got a lot of head to it and you taste the head first. I had to get a warning off my phone then. It's got that sort of sensation to it. But I know that's got a bit of head into it, but it's like every sip it tastes like I'm just drinking a lot of foam on a boring beer. And that's the flavour of the beer to me. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's the sensation I'm getting to it. And it's got this like syrupy graininess to it, as if something's not being like, it's not being stirred properly when you've like caramelised something, and you still get that like little grittiness, that's all, not graininess. Yeah, I just get the image of like hop extract, malt extract, just like liquid based things being thrown into this beer. And I don't know if that's what they've done with this one. I'm not sure if it'd be classed as an adjunct beer, but I'm really getting like this just generic corn syrupiness. And the more I'm drinking this beer, the less I'm liking it. But I have tried much worse. If you were to chill this down, I don't think you get those flavours in there. It's not warm, it has been in the fridge for a while, but it's not really cold. Any warmer, and I don't think this would be a pleasant beer at all. But as it stands now, it's okay. It's getting liquid into me, you know, that sort of thing. But I mean, I only paid like 60 cents for this bottle. Yeah, for an imported beer, paying only 60 cents. Yeah, that's where I knew I wasn't going to get anything mind-blowing. But I've been surprised before. So, yeah, a rating on this one then. I've got to give it a 4 out of 10. It's... That's stick. I don't know what that was on the counter. It's a little... It's below average, and it's not exactly the nicest thing I've ever drank. So it's a 4 out of 10. So, yeah, if you've ever tried this Argus 11 Premium, then let me know your thoughts, opinions. As I said, if any of my good friends here on BeerTube have reviewed it, their reviews will be included in the description box down below. And yeah, it's not exactly showcasing Czech brewermanship, this one. Anyway, if you want to find out more about the brewery, if I work it out, links are down below. Check out my, I'm going to hesitate, I guess, at just a lager. It doesn't really have that Pilsner-esque quality to it, where you get that nice slight graininess, or like a nice citrus sort of character that I get with Pilsners. This to me just tastes like a really below standard lager, to be honest. And like the more I'm talking now, it's a really unsatisfying bitterness that I'm getting on the back end. It's not even drying out, it's just lingering there, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So I think 4 out of 10 is... yeah, I'm going to stick with it. Anyway, if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions. And until the next time, I hope you shall... What? See you guys later.